Professor Pete here. It's week 14, designing for the web. We are done designing everything in Photoshop Illustrator. Now it's time to take it into XD. But real quick, I just want to show you how I designed my following page and what I'm going to be using. So I'll be using the About page. Here it is. And I used Photoshop to design it. I'm going to turn off the margins, the rulers, control, semicolon. Gets rid of it there. And the About page, very similar to the other pages. We're following the grid. When I put in the image, I realized, my eyeball cuts the T. So this is definitely something I would have changed. Would have liked to change. Something like this would have been better. So I would end up with a bigger, my face would be bigger. I would have zoomed out and then you get more of the background. But unfortunately, that's definitely one thing that I would fix. So that's a big problem. I brought the margins, I drew these in, and I wanted to make sure they matched up. So I just grabbed it from the ruler and brought it in. You have to eyeball this. And as you can see, both sides look pretty accurate in terms of the margin. So here's the first margin across the logo, and you can pull this thing down. And you can see that margin there too. It's pretty even. Sometimes it'll try to snap. So this isn't exactly perfect. It's more like, it's not like that either. It's too much. I don't know why it's trying to snap there. But overall, you can see there's the outer margin, there's the inner margin with the text. And one thing I don't like about this text is when I turn off the margins, you'll see that the right side looks a little, messy. So I can go into a paragraph and I can just click this over the text. There we go. And you see it looks a lot cleaner already. So there's, again, using the grid, putting the text in, matching the margins. You can see again that the margins here match the margins there, and it looks pretty clean. So this is pretty happy the way this is. You can see that my text, though, I need to make sure this goes longer. There we go. And there's my About page. So I'll save that. Now let's take it into XD. All right, so I can import this in, and so you don't really need to worry about the other artboards. I'll do the same for the other pages, About and Contact. Shift clicked, so those both come in as well. So now we have our other artboards. Again, the size is a little bit big. But it'll be fine once we play it. So we have the About here, and again, we'll need to start to prototype some of these things. Now you can see some of the issues that I've already got here. It's because of the size of the graphic. Now the film graphic, the Contact, and the About, are kind of bigger than what they should be, partly because of the borders on the sides. So I'll need to go back in and fix that. I'm going in and just deleting the extra stuff. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I'm just deleting the extra stuff on both sides. And then I'll bring it back across and do the same on this other side. So you can see a little sloppy in terms of the way I did this. And it ends up affecting. I'm going to re-import that, and we should be okay. And so there it is. So now you can see that the icons are okay there. I do want to make sure I name them. Right click, rename. This is my home. Then this is my Contact. So my About will go to this page. My films I don't have. My Contact will go to this page. So that looks pretty good. The other thing we want to do is we want to make sure these link correctly. So this will go to this page. The Contact will then go to the Contact page. Same with this one here. This will go to the About page. We don't have a film page, so that's that. The home page can then go here, the home button. Quickly test it out, and you can see that the About goes to the About, Contact goes there, home goes there, Contact here as well. So test it out to make sure it works by hitting the play button. So as you can see, I did most of my design in Photoshop because I think it's a little bit more intuitive and I'm more familiar with all the shortcut keys. But you could also design in XD, totally fine. But hopefully that was a good review. If not, watch the other video for Adobe XD. That's all I got. Keep learning. Professor Pete.